Hello, friends, and welcome back. This is The Second Chance Cinema by Thea Weiss. Ellie and Drake, a recently engaged couple, come across magical cinema one night down a fog-covered alleyway. When they enter, they're given 10 tickets to see midnight movies that play them significant memories of their own lives. Ellie wants to come back, hoping to find out more about a particular night that she can't remember clearly, while Drake is nervous about all the secrets that keep coming to light. Will the revealed secrets ruin their relationship? The Second Chance Cinema is a debut novel from Thea Weiss, who works as a copywriter and screenwriter, and she actually worked on the Twilight movie franchise. I really liked the premise for this novel. The way the cinema is described is magical, it's lush, it's hidden down an alleyway, and it seems to only appear for those who need it. When they visit it with friends, they find that it's just an abandoned building at other times. But at midnight on Saturdays, it's velvet and gold and very beautiful. There's even some amusing little banter between them and the two people who work there, and a running joke about how bad the popcorn is. The idea that you would get to see the most meaningful times of your life and be able to share them with the person you love the most is such a great idea to me. And also the little mystery of what Ellie can't remember from that night and what Drake might not have told her about himself is a great hook. However, the execution of the story really undermines this a lot. At one point near the end, we learn the cinema shows you what you need to see, what you most need to see to move forward, which is very different from just showing you your life and memories, or even your most important memories. And the memories that the cinema does choose to show seem like very odd choices if this is the case. How does seeing yourself as a baby fit into this mission statement of helping you move forward? For example, most of the memories chosen seem designed to break up relationships or at least cause maximum drama and problems. They have to see each other sleep with other people, for example, or go in depth with memories of past relationships. It's not clear how much of the other person's mind and feelings the other person is privy to. So are they watching the scene from the outside or able to know each other's feelings during it, if that makes sense? Are you inside the person's memory, or are you viewing it like it's a video? Do they know how the other person really felt at these times as opposed to just how they were behaving, for example? It's kind of unclear. Also, I'm not sure many relationships would recover from seeing these things, and I don't really see how this helps them move forward, to be honest. For example, seeing your partner sleeping with someone else might not be something you could forget. Neither would seeing them fall in love with someone else, maybe, like seeing their first love or whatever. That might actually be really destructive to your relationship. Perhaps the cinema could have chosen better moments that shaped them, even like conversations that helped them change trajectory rather than like intimate moments. I'm not sure, but it was just something where I just felt like it was kind of an odd choice. What did become clear was that neither Ellie nor Drake were very likable people. Ellie initially has this interesting talent for writing about failing businesses, and she feels as though they speak to her and being able to save them from being closed down. So it's kind of her job. Not kind of her job, it is her job. It feels borderline magical as a skill, but then this is never developed. It's not like a major plot point. Ellie is written as highly emotionally avoidant and immature, often quite petty and passive-aggressive, critical. Drake, on the other hand, is like hyper romantic, which is mostly nice, but he comes across as kind of weak and whiny a lot of the time. And later, when you find out about his past, you have to wonder if he actually likes Ellie at all, or if he's just afraid of being alone or something. It's unclear to me why the cinema chose to show itself to them. Their relationship isn't great, and I'm not sure that it deserved saving particularly. Neither of them are very nice. They don't seem really deserving of the opportunity. When you think of, there are definitely relationships that probably would have deserved it more, people who would have deserved it more, appreciated it more. Their deep-seated emotional problems are also conveniently wrapped up in a few pages at the end, which is funny to me because I was just like, wow, like they've been carrying these things for years. It's part of their personality, but then it's like, okay, it's fine now. Problem solved. There were a few small things that stood out to me that maybe needed more thought. There was a stall door for a toilet that was made out of marble. That seemed kind of odd to me. I haven't seen that before. I don't know if that would work. Somebody recanted something when the author meant declaimed. There's also a shop called Flower and Flower, which was a plant shop and bakery. I mean, that sounds cute, but it had me immediately wondering about the food safety angle of like pollen and soil, potentially sort of poisonous or inedible plant matter around baked goods. It just seemed like a lawsuit waiting to happen rather than, it didn't sound as cute as I kind of think maybe it was meant to. Things like this take me out of the moment in books. They just don't feel very well thought through or maybe edited, though they may have changed some of this stuff before publication. But that kind of took me out of the moment a little bit. So one thing I do want to call out about a lot of recent books lately, and that's not to blame this book for this, but there's a lazy writing habit going around point of view. This book has Ellie as our lead character kind of for the first part of the book, and then it switches for a section at the end to Drake. When you're in third person instead of first, you don't have to do this. You can just tell us the story. You are the writer. You can tell us what's going on inside more than one person at once. You can tell us how they react to each other and why, if you want to. You can be inside all of the characters. You're omniscient. And it feels like authors recently see their main character as a kind of self-insert way more than they should, and they struggle to tell a story in third person. Here in this debut novel, I don't think that's a major writing sin. I think it's fine, but I feel like it can be really lazy and just lacking in imagination. You need to write these characters for us. You need to know what everyone's thinking, So yeah, just to kind of round this all up, this isn't a bad debut novel, and I think the initial premise was very intriguing and creative. There's a great idea in this book. For me, it was just hard to care about Ellie and Drake when I didn't like them, and I didn't really think they had a relationship worth saving. But I think this book is one of those ones that will find its audience, and I do think some people will enjoy it. So maybe make up your own mind on that one as to, if it sounds appealing to you, maybe check it out. Yeah, I think if you feel drawn to that magical cinema idea and you don't mind the sort of difficult, maybe unlikable people as main characters, then this could be for you. Wasn't for me. Maybe that's a bit of personal taste. But thank you very much to Simon Schuster Canada for the ARC of this book for review. And I'm kind of wondering, when I read the premise of this book, I thought, it would be some of the people close to me or closest to me, it would be so nice to see some of their formative memories, or maybe some of their most important moments, that you weren't around for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't know them yet or whatever. Do you think that would be fun, or do you just kind of feel like the present is the present? Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on that. And thank you for hanging out with me again. I'll see you in the next one.